So now we're going to talk about your productivity in a paid job, or like, for example, you mentioned military, or if you're doing community service, or helping a family out. So, for example, how does ADD affect you when you are in the military, for example, or
So say for example, like when I was fresh, new in the military, I got in a lot of trouble because I used to fall asleep, and that was mostly because like if the subject itself does not interest me, and I am especially if I am expected to pay attention, I see myself losing focus and just like paying attention to anything else, butterflies, squirrels, whatever it is, and just like I'll know that I have to pay attention, and I'll try my best to pay attention, but it's the same thing when I'm tasked to do something at my job. Like I'm still in upgrade training, and they expect me to do certain little tasks that basically like end up teaching me the big picture about my job, and I just get so sidetracked to the point where like instead of taking an hour, it takes like 3 or 4, and it's kind of unacceptable over there because they're very like strict about their times and everything is clockwork, and I have to stay on top of it. And it took a while, but I'm starting to get a handle of it, but still every now and then I slip up when I'm like put out of my comfort zone. When I'm faced with a new task, I always find it hard to stay focused and stay committed, and kind of like remind myself like, hey, like this is not normal, like you shouldn't be losing focus this quick. You get what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like a constant reminder of the condition that I have.
yeah, yeah, understandable. So, for example, does it affect you like at home, like managing your family, or do you have a family?
Yeah, definitely. With my mom and dad, like say for example, one of them will be talking to me about something important, or they'll be venting about their day. It's really heartbreaking for them when they're like trying to tell me something and they're really passionate about what they're talking about, or if something's really bothering them. I have to make sure that I'm staying focused because I will lose focus so quick. Even though I'm interested in the subject, I'll find myself just like if someone else is having a conversation near me, my ears will tune into the conversation around me while I'm trying to focus. I'm making eye contact with them, but my ears will be tuning into different conversations. Like right now, the kid behind us, he's screaming at his mom. Like my ears are tuning in with him, and like I'm kind of on autopilot. Like I'm not really paying attention to what I'm saying, and I need to always like refocus myself into the task that I'm doing at hand.
Makes sense. For example, like managing bills, how hard is that?
With deadlines and all that stuff, like for me, I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll say, be like, oh yeah, I remember it, but then like I have to always constantly keep putting things throughout my day to remind me, because like if I just jump around a lot, and when I jump around a lot, it's all jumbled up in my head, and I just need to like write it out in like a timeline, and I have to put a constant reminder wherever I go, whether it's on my computer, a reminder on my phone, a reminder on a sticky note on my laptop, whatever it is to do, to like whether it is to pay a bill, to turn in an assignment for school, whatever it might be. I have to always surround myself with reminders, because I will get too sidetracked in whatever I am doing at the moment, and I'll be like trying to focus in on it, but then I'll forget that there are other things that require my attention too. So it's kind of a challenge, like putting my attention into like trying to focus into one thing, but it's kind of hard to do when like you need to focus your time. But that's also time management. Time management is very hard when you have a condition like ADD.
So you mentioned earlier, you talked about school, you're in school. So how does that affect you when you're doing schoolwork, assignments, deadline, being in class? So
Good thing you mentioned class. Class is one of the hardest things, especially that I'm required to pay attention.
yeah,
Like the teacher will be talking about whatever, and I'll just find myself literally like this pen. I'll be playing with it the whole time, and then like I'll tune back in, and he's already went through like 2 chapters or something
oh
in
man,
chemistry, and it's always that battle of like stay focused. And even though I'll be staying focused,
yeah,
like the chunk that I missed, I'm already behind. So
okay,
I'll have to reteach myself on my own time,
mhm,
and we both know how long that could take.
yeah, for sure, for sure. And what about
Yeah.
assignments, completing assignments?
Completing assignments, definitely my medication has helped a lot with like staying focused on small things that don't take much time.
Yeah,
But at the same time, like if I'm writing a paper or something,
yeah,
I need to start early. I need to start early because I am not gonna be able to sit there for 3 hours or whatever. Like even though I'll be sitting there,